Now let us see one more question from current electricity chapter. State the working principle of potentiometer. Explain with the help of circuit diagram how the EMF of two primary cells are compared by using potentiometer. Okay. Now this is a question. Now we'll see the answer for that. Suppose we need to write first principle. Okay. Now potentiometer principle we'll see now. Suppose this is a wire of length L. Okay, so AB is a wire of length L. Suppose that after applying a potential difference or connecting to the battery to the ends A and B, then if the potential difference between the two ends of the wire A and B is say V, then what the potentiometer principle says is the potentiometer the potential difference between the two ends of the wire, which is V, is always directly proportional to length of the wire. Okay, అర్థమవుతుంది కదా. ఏ బి అనేది ఒక వైర్, దాని లెంత్ ఎల్. ఏని పాజిటివ్ టెర్మినల్కి ఇచ్చినాం, బిని నెగిటివ్ టెర్మినల్కి ఇచ్చినప్పుడు పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ అనేది ఏ అండ్ బి టెర్మినల్ మధ్యలో ఉంటుంది. ఆ పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ని వి అని అనుకుంటే ఈ వి ఎప్పుడు కూడా ఈ వైర్ ఏబి యొక్క లెంత్కి డైరెక్ట్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్గా ఉంటుంది అనేది ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఆఫ్ పొటెన్షియోమీటర్. ఓకే, ప్రొవైడెడ్ ఓకే కొన్ని కండిషన్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఏంటి ఆ కండిషన్స్ అంటే కరెంట్ త్రూ ద వైర్, ఓకే, అండ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ పర్ యూనిట్ లెంత్ రిమైన్స్ కాన్స్టెంట్. ఓకే, కరెంట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ కాన్స్టెంట్గా ఉన్నప్పుడు పొటెన్షియల్ డిఫరెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ ద టూ ఎండ్స్ ఆఫ్ ద వైర్ విల్ ఆల్వేస్ డైరెక్ట్లీ ప్రపోర్షనల్ టు లెంత్ ఆఫ్ ద వైర్. ఇది ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఆఫ్ potentiometer. Okay, now then after we'll see the potentiometer use chesi with the help of circuit diagram. He is asking with the help of circuit diagram how the EMF of two primary cells are compared. Okay, now we'll see the circuit diagram to compare the EMFs of two cells. Okay, now in that we need to take first a wire AB. Okay, then end A is connected to plus terminal of the battery, and minus terminal of the battery is given to a on off switch like key. Then it is connected to rheostat. Then the terminal B is given to the rheostat RH. Okay, which forms a primary circuit. Now in the secondary circuit, this A is connected to a battery of EMF E1 and another battery EMF E2. These two batteries EMF we need to compare. Okay, now negative terminal of this battery is connected to a plug key K1, and a negative terminal of this battery is connected to a plug key K2. From another terminals of the keys, okay, both together are given to a galvanometer, and from galvanometer there is a pointer connected. We call it as jockey. Okay, J. Okay, this is a simple circuit required to compare the EMF of two primary cells, okay, by using the principle of potentiometer. Okay, now what to do means working or the procedure means we'll see now. In the primary circuit, the plug key K is closed first, then we need to set RH for a particular value, means RH is adjusted. Then the cell of EMF E1 is included in the circuit by closing the key K1. Okay, K ni on cheyali. Okay, next RH ni adjust cheyali. నెక్స్ట్ K1ని క్లోజ్ చేస్తే ప్రైమరీ సెల్ ఏదైతే E1 ఉందో అది సర్క్యూట్లో ఇన్క్లూడ్ అవుతుంది. ఇన్క్లూడ్ అయిన తర్వాత దెన్ వీ నీడ్ టు మూవ్ ద జాకీ ఆర్ ద పాయింటర్ ఫ్రమ్ A to B slowly like that. Okay, from A to B while we are moving slowly at any point J, galvanometer shows zero deflection. Galvanometer shows zero deflection, and that particular we name it as J. Okay, now this distance AJ is called balancing length. Okay, AJ is called balancing length. Okay, and here according to the principle of potentiometer, this potential difference is directly proportional to length L1. L1 nothing but from A to J, which is considered as L1. So E1 proportional to L1, which is considered as equation 1. Okay, now we have included E1 in the circuit by closing K1. Now next step will include E2 by closing the key K2. Okay, again the same procedure to be followed. From the point A or end A, we need to move the jockey towards B slowly. Okay, and at any point again the galvanometer shows zero deflection. Again that point is called J, and that AJ is noted as say L2. Okay, balancing length L2. Now E2 proportional to L2, say equation number 2. Okay, from equation 1 and 2, E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. Okay, now the same experiment may be repeated 3 to 4 times by changing the current in the primary circuit and by adjusting the rheostat. Then the average value of E1 by E2 is calculated. Okay, what we did first, we have constructed primary circuit by using a battery, a key and a rheostat. Okay, and the secondary circuit consisting of two batteries which are to be compared along with keys K1 and K2, both together connected to galvanometer, and the galvanometer is connected to a pointer. In the procedure, we have first included battery E1 in the circuit by closing key K1, and pointer is moved from A towards B at any particular point J. Galvanometer shows zero deflection, which is considered as a length L1 between A and J. So we can write E1 proportional to L1. Okay, then after E2 is included in the circuit by closing key K2. Again the pointer is moved from A to J. Then at a particular moment will get zero deflection, and that A to J is considered as L2, and again we can write it as E2 proportional to A2. Then if we compare the equations 1 and 2, E1 by E2 is equal to L2, and if we take many number of times, means 3 to 4 times, by changing different values of current and adjusting the rheostat, the average value of E1 by E2 can be calculated. Okay, this is the answer for the question. Okay, right, thank you.